Ceramic sculptures, acrylic paintings, prints, and photographs are few of the art featured at the Faculty Biennial at the Isla Center for the Arts. Associate Professor of Art Irina Kechkesh specializes in printmaking.
Part of my installation, there are several parts of my installation. The part that you see on the floor, actually starting from the walls and then going on the floor and then dissolving in that space over there, is called River, and it's printed, hand-printed lino cuts on a very thin fabric. I called it River because it symbolizes the flow of life, but also altogether the installation symbolizes the space of liminality, which is a space in between different stages of life or transitory ephemeral space, and it reflects as well this time we are living in and adjusting to function and conduct our lives in the time of pandemic.
Professor Rick Castro shared what his art and art style mean.
The work that you see here is sort of a return to my abstracts, my most personal painting style. And you mentioned Jackson Pollock. As a matter of fact, that's one of my favorite artists and one of the biggest influences in my painting style. So what we see here is more or less anamorphic forms that you see in addition to some gestural painting, utilizing and emphasizing movement and not just color. This is, in essence, to create more of a dialogue with my audience so they can take a look at it and give their own interpretation of what they think they're seeing.
The sculptures and ceramics are the first things you see when walking into the exhibit, created by Professor Louis Rifkowitz.
On my left here, I have a series of plates that really deal with the elements of glaze and how they melt in the kiln. When we work with ceramics, we use fire, and heat. And ceramics is clay. We dig it out of the earth, we form it, and then what we're going to do is sort of decorate it. And in the decorative process, we're trying to make glass adhere to the clay and also color the clay. This sculpture here in the background was more an expression of, how could I say, a summer that I spent with a family member who had cancer. That's what inspired that particular piece.
This art exhibit is open until January 28, and admission is free. Daniel Perez reporting for Guam's News Network.